All right. Well, we are live streaming on YouTube, and we are excited to be here on this December 8th, the second Monday of December. We have 5 Mondays this month, so how darn exciting is that? Oh, ho, ho, holidays. It is so much fun. I hope that you are scheduled. I think that's just a really big deal this time of year is to be so scheduled. So let's talk about how were you productive last week, or what are you proud of yourself for last week? This first 7 days of the month.
I
I did
was
a lot of stuff.
proud of making calls.
Yay.
Yay! And getting calls back. So,
Yay! So we just took the limiting belief right off of making phone calls.
mhm, mhm.
Isn't that fun to talk with people?
Yes.
Want to talk. I love that about this
Yeah.
business. So
Mhm.
yay. And Vicky, how about you?
I did some phone calls too and left lots of messages, and that's it.
Yay, good for you.
Yeah.
Woohoo. It is all about making phone calls, making the connections, and people want the connection. They definitely
Mhm.
want the connection. I just came from a connectional meeting, like I came in the house less than 30 minutes ago. So, and I was down at Jeannie Martin's house today for our lunch bunch Christmas, and just really talking about making connections with people. And this kit and commit, how Mary Kay Ash started all of that to book 8 and hold 5, and just how that was the basis of every single one of our businesses. If we go back and we think about it, we've been in long enough that we were not, COVID people that came in during COVID and did online things. We literally took our starter kits, we booked the parties, we learned the process, and we had fun doing it. And we built what we have today. So I think that's just very, very exciting about it. And women want to get together. Women want to be in the space of each other. So, hey, is anybody getting any excuses this time of year or objections this time of year?
All sorts of them.
Yeah.
Well, what ones are coming up? Let's talk about them, because other people are going to watch the replay of this. They're going to go, oh, that's how you overcome that.
Yeah.
A big one is not enough time to do them because of all the family activities and shopping and all that kind of stuff. Although we know shopping, but yeah.
Yeah.
Right, right. And how are you overcoming that?
Well, most of the time I just see if we can get booked, maybe not this week, but how about next week, or how about between Christmas, New Year's, like that.
Good for you. Good for you. Yep, we understand it's a busy time of year. Definitely. And maybe there's a coffee shop in your town that you can be like, hey, when you stop in, grab a coffee. I'm going to be there, this date from 10 to 12 or 10 to 11, or from 3 to 5 or something like that. So stop on in and see my gift ideas. So just something like that where you can be visible and they can do a stop and shop, because I think sometimes they don't think like that either.
Mhm.
That could work if you've got that in your availability in your towns. So, Darla, what are you hearing?
It's cold. I don't want to go outside.
And how about what are you saying to that one?
I'm saying me too.
Me
But
too.
I'm saying, hey, let's have this new party that we have. And but I have not had anybody take me up on it.
Okay,
Um, but I'm putting the feelers out there, and
good.
yeah.
And I
So
think that's a big thing. And we've got to learn the art of don't give up before your win. Because just
mhm,
because people haven't said yes yet, you haven't found the right person to do that party
right.
yet. But you will. You
Mhm.
definitely will. So I think that's a really big deal. And just know Do you have your date book all ready to go for the rest of this month? Is it color coded for you? When are you holding appointments? And then what does your January look like? Do you have a hostess credit program for the month of January for that? So, you could run the simple one. You can get up to a 50% off shopping spree. If you have one person join you at your facial, two people join you, one person's 10%, two people, you get 20% off shopping spree, three people there, you all the way up to five, you get a 50% off shopping spree. You can just make it that simple if you want to have a super simple hostess program. I know that Lisa Madsen ran the contest. If you hold a party in the first 15 days of January, you can get 30% off, 40% off for the first 6 months of 2026. So that was what she did. If you did it in the second half of the month, you could have 15% off for, the first 6 months of 2026. So really incentivize, hostess credit plus you can have a 6-month discount and you choose. This is your business. If I heard it once today, I heard it 100 times today at the event. Do what your customers need. Your clients, and they were talking about it for us as units too. Do what your units need. Stay in your lane of selling, booking, building teams, because there is 217 different ways to become $1 million director, and that was part of it because they just come back from the $1 million retreat at Nemacolin. And so just a little FYI on that, one of the husbands overheard, it was a mom, a dad, and two children, and they had been there for 4 days at Nemacolin, and their bill was $26,000. So if that tells you about the exclusivity of this resort. Wow. Yeah. Almost $7,000 a day to be there. So think about it. I mean, like, that blew my mind. I was like, woo, I never thought that big about having a vacation with my family. Don't know that I would either, but that's okay. But you think about that and you go, okay, so there's 217 different ways to become $1 million director. There is, with us on here, there's 4 different ways to really book parties, hold parties. It's a Mary Kay. You book, you coach, you sell, you team build. You book, you coach, you sell, you team build. You just do that over and over and over and over. Okay. Yay. All right. Bookings. How are your 12 days of selling going? Are you having any takers on them?
I had one.
Yay.
Yay. Congratulations, Vicki. Woo, woo, woo.
Yeah.
So where are your sales coming in from right now?
I'm having actually people that are calling me that, sorry, I couldn't make it to your open house. It was a busy time last month, and now I need to place my order.
Right.
So, I mean, that's what I had this morning. And so she spilled off a bunch of things that she needed to refill on. And she actually worked with the wilderness. So I now have a new in there because she wanted, this is a gal who I graduated with, and she's been on the repair for a few years, definitely see a difference in her skin. And she works with a bunch of Spanish only speaking staff. And she said the other day, one of them came up to her and said, through interpretation, how come your eyes aren't dark underneath? And so she explained to her what she uses, and she said, I want to get that. So another girl overheard and said, I want that too. So she ordered 2 of the repair under eye under eye creams.
Yay.
For them. Yeah. And she said, and they do everything together. One of them buys a pair of shoes. They all buy a pair of shoes. So she said,
Yes.
You're going to get calls from these girls. She said, you won't be able to understand a word they say. But she said they'll go on your website or they'll find somebody to interpret. She said, you're going to get so much business from them. So I sent a bunch of samples and books with her tonight when I delivered to her order. But she said, yeah, she said, I wish they would speak English. She said, it would make my life a lot easier. But
Well, they should be able to easily access Spanish on the website.
as far as Mary Kay,
Yeah,
Mhm.
Yours.
yeah,
Yeah. They just click the Spanish button and everything
Yeah.
shows up
Mhm.
Spanish.
yeah.
Yep.
That easy.
But as far as she said, their work, they're
Mm,
in the
yeah.
banquets. She said,
Okay.
it
Oh.
would make my life so much easier if they would just learn English, but they don't. So
I would recruit one of them.
Yeah,
That's what I would do. And
for
she can
sure.
recruit more. And you can have a red with a red.
Mhm.
You would be a red with a red, or 2 or 5 or 10. So reds, red, red, red,
I'll
red,
get the
red.
customers. Let's get the
Yeah.
customers
Well, okay,
first,
I
and
really,
then
yes, I get that. I get
Yeah.
that. But as they're doing that, one of them should
Mhm.
become a consultant because now
Right.
they can reach a whole pile of people,
right. Mhm.
and I think that's the other thing I learned today too was every woman right now has a story. If you really
Mhm.
sit with women, there's a lot going on, and a lot of women are really covering their heaviness in life.
Mhm.
And just around the table today, somebody with a child with special needs, somebody that is dealing with some other stuff, another girl who's just like struggling with mental health and trying to figure all of that out and new meds and everything. I mean, like, it was just interesting at lunch that there's heaviness everywhere, and we are the light. And another director at the table said, now just look at this, look at the stories of who you can help. And then it was the stories of how were we found, around this one table that we were sitting at. And it just was like, well, look at that. That was a single mom. You were a single mom. You were young. You were this, and you were the heckler at the party. There was a woman at the table. She goes, yeah, I was the guest that returned all my products. I didn't like that one. And then I get a different one. And then I tell her I didn't like that one. And she's like, well, maybe you should just do Mary Kay. And she's like, oh, really? And then when and then she joined after she saw what value there was and she could save money on her products, and it's so interesting that there is a behind story of this. So
Mhm.
how many of those women have a behind story
Sure.
that they need the
Mhm.
money for? They
Right.
want it all. They're going to buy from you, but now in that, do that full circle and give them that
Mhm.
Mary Kay opportunity on top of it.
Mhm.
And I think you could be very surprised at where that would take.
Mhm.
So, boom, big thinking. I
Yeah.
mean, like, expand my brain, and then you guys get me tonight. So, congratulations on selling. Congratulations on getting into a new market of different ethnicities. I've always said that I want this unit to be one that crosses all ethnicities, all languages, it just across the United States, because Mary Kay was made for every single person. And Mary Kay expected, she's like, just go pass on my dream, go pass on. And so that's what we have to do. Other places your sales are coming from. I know, Vicky, you were going to talk.
No. If I
I
did,
thought
I
you were
don't
gonna-
remember.
Oh, I thought you were going to talk. All right. Birthdays this month. Don't forget your December birthdays. I think December birthday people often get overlooked. Definitely. And we are in the last 7 days of Star Consultantship. 7 days. Okay. Where are you at? How are you finishing? What does that look like for each and every one of you? And then look at your team members. How close are they to finishing their stars? Mm-hmm. Some of you have some that are very, very close to finishing. And to just really, hey girl, just want to encourage you to finish star. Don't know where you're at, if you need some sales ideas, but you're a leader. You are a leader for your team. And this is just going to be the kickstart here. We're just really starting to see an uptick in recruiting and everything with what's new and coming for e-commerce. And I'm excited about that. And I hope that you are sharing this with every single person, so that women can get in the door and then get to know our culture. So congratulations to Brenda Rankin for having a brand new recruit. I'm excited for Brenda. Woo-hoo! Yay, Brenda. And Jessica Hasselberger's back on my team. I'm so excited about that. That was like, hey, you have a new team member and a new unit member. And I'm like, really? I do? Who did I recruit?
You're
she
muted.
went on
Or
my
am I?
website.
Am I
I'm not
muted?
muted. No, you.
Oh, okay.
I'm on. Can you hear us?
Yeah, it must be my hearing aids.
Okay.
I'll disconnect them.
So she must have just went on my website and clicked join and signed right up. I had no idea. So we just welcomed her back. Yay. All right. So let's see. A couple other quick things here. Preferred customer program ends Thursday. This week, Thursday, we have one consultant who has done her order. That would be you, Darla.
Wow. Okay.
We have one
Usually
consultant.
last.
Way to go.
Yes.
I know
yes,
I started
yes.
it. I guess I'll have to go see if I guess I didn't finish it.
You are not finished, okay?
Okay, I'll go start
I
it.
need to get
I
on
mean, I
to
haven't
it.
started, but
Yeah.
Friday is the deadline?
No, Thursday.
Thursday.
Thursday is the deadline.
That's just such a crazy.
Yeah.
It is weird this time. We don't want people missing it this time. We really want to make sure that they have this. I will tell you that there's a couple of fan favorites coming back you'll be very excited about. So yeah. I'm excited about that. So let's make sure that we have got ourselves and our teams all enrolled on this so that we're not missing it. Okay. Now these books will not mail until February. Just know that. And we have to get it done early because of the system changeover for my customers. Okay. So very, very important to do. What else do I want to say about that? With the system changeover, you will not be able to access personal website, my customer, all that kind of stuff from the 16th into the morning of the 17th. Okay. So maybe just let your clients know that all systems will be down on the 16th into the morning of the 17th. So if they need anything, they're going to have to text you. And you'll be able to take care of that for them. But then the new website will be up and going on the 17th in my shops. Okay.
Now, is our In Touch changing structurally?
I've not heard that.
Okay.
I have not heard that. No. So, I want to give you all hope. If this is driving you crazy, if this is making you go a little like, what? Can't wrap my head around all this stuff and the changes. Here's what Gloria Mayfield Banks said at the Nemacolin $1 Million Retreat. She's like, you know what? When we went to not accepting money orders anymore, my head could not wrap itself around that. I just could not figure that out, how we were going to do everything with credit card, and you had to pay by your credit card, but people still use cash and money orders and everything like that. She goes, I couldn't wrap my head around it, and it drove me crazy. She goes, you're just in a different era of Mary Kay, of something that's driving you crazy. And we'll look back, 20 years on this and go, well, that was nothing. That'll be something new driving us crazy. Focus on booking, coaching, selling, recruiting. Booking, coaching, selling, recruiting. Businesses will always be evolving. So make sure you've got your preferred customer program done. You do not want to miss that. I went and mailed a book the other day to a new client, $1.90. $1.90 to
Oh.
mail one book. Not in an envelope, just a book. No sample, just a book. Make
Over
sure
$4 just to put it in an envelope. For over $4 I paid.
yes. So if you put it in the envelope to mail it, over $4. If you just tape the edges of it, it is $1.90. You are getting the best value at 90 cents a lookbook with a sampler in it. Do not miss it. Do not miss it. Do not miss it. So just make sure if you've got to sit with the person on the phone, this is where you click. This is where you click. This is what you do. This is how you enroll them. Be patient and walk them through it. Don't expect they're just going to know how to do it, but it's going to be really important that they do it. And once you've got them going on the first one, they'll start doing them every single time. Okay. Much, much easier done. All right. So with that preferred customer program, I'm going to ask you guys a question. How many of you followed up with every single client on your preferred customer mailing from November?
No.
Yeah. So we have tonight when we get done, we have Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. Okay. So let's say 3 days. How many people are on your list? 30, 60, 90. Break it down. Print that list off. Go print your list off. Go count out whatever a third of them are. Put a line there. Make sure you're calling them tomorrow. I'm updating my customer list. I have to have all updates in by Thursday. Just want to make sure I don't miss you. Your voice to them. Your voice to them. Here's what's going to happen. They hear your voice. Oh, that's right. I was out of mascara. Oh, that's right. I needed to get a gift for. Oh, that's right. We moved and I forgot to tell her. I've had that this time. I have a lot of people. Oh my gosh, we moved. I didn't tell you. Oops. No, I didn't get my book. Okay. I'd love to get your new one. If your list is 60 people, that's going to be 20 phone calls a day. You can all make 20 outgoing phone calls. Okay. It's quick. It's easy. It's probably going to take you 30 minutes.
Takes way less than you think it does, like in your head. You make up a way higher amount of time in your head than it actually takes to make those calls. Because I do that. And it really, it always is way less time than I think it will be.
30 minutes for 20 phone calls. Boom. We're done.
Because there's only a few that you get to talk to.
Exactly. Everybody else gets the message and you're off to the next one. And then you're off to the next one and the next one. Yeah. So make sure you make the phone calls. I can't wait to hear who goes, I'm glad I did, girl. I did it. I did it. I did it. Okay.
Can I have a suggestion?
Yes, please.
What helps me, and I, may help anyone out there when you do those calls, is I like to write down what I want to say. And then I have it right in front of me because I don't have to then try and create it every time in my head. I can always just look at it and after writing that down, practice it out loud. Because I don't want to sound like I'm reading it.
And they're only hearing it once.
Yeah, they're only hearing it once. But
Yeah.
I want every single person to feel my personal call in this, my, feeling and excitement in the call. And so that requires me to practice out loud. So
very good. I love that. And as you were saying that, I was like, it's a great time to just say, I want to take this time of year to just say thank you for being a great client this year.
For sure.
Yeah. Yeah. Another idea I got today, that you might want to run with is you can take and make a digital coupon, just take a picture and make a coupon out of it for January. Thanks for shopping with me during the fall season, this past quarter, or whatever you want to make it, okay? December, November, and December. I don't care. Here is a coupon for January. $5 off any, $10 purchase or $15 purchase in January. But it can be a digital coupon that all you do is text out to them later this month. Thank you for being a valued client. Because you shopped with me this year, here is a $5 digital coupon off any $15 purchase in the month of January. Or $15 or more purchase, however you want to word it. And maybe you want to do more. I don't know. Somebody just used $5 for January, and I went, that's brilliant. That was brilliant. You're getting them to come back. You then have a reason to recall them. Hey, girl, you got your digital coupon for the month of January. Super excited. Just want to find out how you want to spend that. So an idea. And, you can schedule that out for later this month, between Christmas and New Year's, and just put that right in your calendar. Those are the things to take and write right in your calendar so that you don't miss doing them. So beautiful. And Darla, I think you got something new and fun from Humphrey 3D.
Oh, yeah. I
saw a post and I was
yeah.
like, I think she should talk about that and what you're doing with it.
Well, I haven't done anything with it because I just got it's connected to my purse right now. But
okay.
it is and I don't remember what the initials. It's got some special name to it.
Okay.
But it's my website.
Oh.
It's a kiss. It's in the shape of a kiss, and all it is it's attached to a keychain, and you take it and you just go against the back of your phone or someone's phone. If they say, they want your website, you just take that keychain and you put it against their phone, and through the magic of phones, your website comes up. And they will connect it to anything. They will put it. So what I'm going to do with the next one is I'm going to put it on a Google form. For booking.
Oh.
So like at a vendor event.
Mm-hmm.
So they don't have to fill out a piece of paper right there. They can have their phone. I mean, they can do a piece of paper, but they can just fill it out because it's a Google form. They can just do it on their phone with 3 questions, bing, bing, bing. And then it just comes directly to me. Because that's
nice
suggestions that she has. It was, I think, $9, something like that.
Yeah, that's worth it. That's definitely worth it. If you're like, oh, well, hey, here's my website, and you tap their phone and it comes up, it'd be like, whoa, that's cool. The beauty of technology nowadays and what we can do with it. Amazing. I just wanted you to share that because I thought, oh, I'd love to know how you're going to use this and what that all looks like. So,
yeah.
Yay. Oh my gosh, and keep selling Top Elf. Keep entering your numbers for Top Elf. Let's see. I'll go back through my numbers here because I've got them right here on my desk. Okay. On the first was Tammy Schrader. On the second, Bonnie Fallback. On the third, Bonnie Fallback. On the fourth, Brenda Ang Rankin. On the fifth, Brenda Ang Rankin. On the sixth, Bonnie Fallback. I haven't posted it yet, but on the seventh, Bonnie Fallback. You guys are like super close to each other. I'm like in all the $100 plus days. I'm going to take all the $100 days off of that and you guys are going to go on a spinning wheel for a bonus prize. So if you had $100 day, get an entry. If you had a $200 day, get an entry. So we'll do a bonus prize from all of those because man, you guys are out there selling products. That is super, super exciting. So yay. All right. So let's talk hot moment here about your December vision. What do you want to really accomplish this month? And maybe it is a quantitative basis, maybe it's a bookings. Maybe I want to have my January book solid and I want to have $1,000 in sales this month or 5,000 in sales this month or, 3 new recruits this month. I don't know what your goal is, but if you could have that goal come true, that dream come true for December, what would that be like? This, I would feel like I accomplished something. Or maybe you already know what you're working for this month.
No.
I know we're on the 8th. And if you don't have a goal, it means you're going to hit that. You're going to hit what you don't even have planned for. Oh, yay, that was great. I want you to have Vicky's like, yep, and I hit it.
You go get her. You already reached that goal. It's only
I
the
know.
8th.
No, she just set a new one.
I really would like to add 3 people because it's been a forever since I did that. And I mean it feels currently like forever since I added 1. But I feel like 3 would feel so good.
To give you a new energy and a new excitement and
Yes.
everything.
Yes.
And then I want you to
Especially with all these exciting things happening. I mean, I think the e-commerce thing is really going to be a big deal to others, right?
Mhm.
Because that's going to just be what they know.
Yeah, and that will be for anybody new coming in, that is
Yep.
what they will know. And they'll learn about all the rest of it too and go, wow, we really have a lot of tools to be able
Mhm.
to get out there and build a business with that. So I want you to write that on your paper, Marilee, your goal for the month of December. And
Good.
then I want you to put a plan together for that goal. What does that look like? What does Marilee have to do to make that happen? And then, and then what's my next best step for it? Because we're all different and how we take that goal and break it down into bite size for ourselves.
Right.
Yeah, I'm excited to hear that plan because I know you can definitely do that. And I mean, just think, what energy would that provide for your business
Huge.
going into that new year? Mhm.
Yeah. Huge.
Definitely. So, yay. All right. Great vision. All right. Who's next?
Well, one of my goals for December is to have $1,000 month. And that's primarily because I want to fly to Florida. I don't want to drive to Florida for the cruise.
Awesome. Yeah.
And so that is a goal. But I also want to have parties on my books for January, which I mean, it shouldn't be in January, it should be December, but
What do you want your January to look like for bookings? What would make Darla go, yes, I'm back?
two parties a week.
Okay.
I would be comfortable with 2 parties a week.
Do you see those as in person? Do you see those as digital? Do you see those as a variety depending on the client?
A variety. Yeah. I'm just not comfortable with virtual though. I mean, it would be digital or in person. I much prefer in person, but
Okay. And these are all things to think about too. I prefer in-person parties because of the connections, because of the amount you can sell in that, because of, you're there, you're following up, you're doing everything right there in person versus digital is a lot of extra follow up and chasing people, which, hey, it can work. It can definitely work because people are showing us that, with being 100% virtual. It's just, what is your gig and what do you want? So I think we have to know that about ourselves. Yeah. Great goals. $1,000 month so you can fly to Florida for the cruise and 2 parties a week for January. I mean, imagine how you would feel on December 31st having 8 bookings for the month of January. When you really think about that, 8 bookings for the month of January. Yeah. And then how will you track these goals? That's that other piece of that. Where am I going to put that up? This is my goal. This is what I'm doing. And I don't know that I must turn this. That goal poster right there is my 375 items sold in the month of December. So I can earn the party. I'm 7,500 retail sales away from the party. Yeah, because they upped the qualifications for the party this year. You have to have 27,500 in, which is more than half of National Court of Sales. And your unit has to do 200,000 retail. So they upped the ante this year big time. So it's like, woo, I got work to do. I'm in the field right with all of you. Booking, coaching, selling, and team building. All right. Vicki Hen. And if you're watching us on YouTube, I want you to put your goal in the chat for us and what that looks like. Maybe it's a sales goal, faces seen this month, bookings for January, bookings for between Christmas and New Year's. What does that look like?
Okay, well, for November and December, I've been doing the hand creams from the heart.
Mm-hmm.
And my goal is 60. I've got 20 so far.
Wait,
So
yay! Congratulations.
I've got more to go. And then a couple parties this month yet I'd like. That's it.
I love it.
I keep it simple.
2 more parties.
Yeah.
And now that becomes your booking dialogue of like, okay, 2 more parties for the month. And maybe you're going to do them between now and Christmas. Maybe you're going to do them over Christmas break, when people are at home, whatever that looks like, know what you want and ask for what you want. I think that's a really big deal for all of us. 2 more parties this month. All right. And can I ask you how Judy's doing after her surgery?
She actually had surgery on Sunday morning at 1:30 a.m. after being, breaking her hip on Wednesday. They ended up taking her to UW Hospital for it. So we went to see her yesterday and she's actually doing pretty good.
Okay.
Really tired. And yeah, so one of the girls that keep in touch with her, she let me know this morning she was going to go in, but she hasn't let me know anything more today so far.
Okay.
But
Judy is one of Vicki's really great clients who has come to reach out Lodi, I think almost every month. And so yeah, she fell and broke her hip and had surgery.
Wow.
Well, I'll be praying for Judy. Sweet little
thank you.
Judy. Yeah. So, well, ladies, these are great goals. Great goals. And I want you to write this down in there. This is an exercise we were given today. What are some things I could be doing that I've been afraid to do? What are some things or something that I could be doing, but I've been afraid to do? Second thing was, what can you start doing right now? What can you start doing right now that will take you out of your comfort zone? What's something you could start doing right now that would take you outside your comfort zone, out of your comfort zone? And this is a thought as you move into the new year. And what do you need to let go of that's been holding you back? What do you need to let go of that's been holding you back? So just some thought-provoking questions for yourselves, because I know each and every one of you is like hungry for more, like more clients, more sales, more new team members. Each of you is. You've told me that. I know that about you. And it's like, these are those little things. When I read that today, even for myself, it's like every single level we grow into that. It's like, okay, what's something that I could be doing right now that I've been afraid to do? What could I do right now that would take me outside my comfort zone? And maybe those two are the exact same thing. What you've been afraid to do is keeping you stuck in your comfort zone. And you got to like push myself out of the comfort zone. Because if you draw a circle on your page and you write comfort zone in the middle of it, you will always only have what's inside of there. But if it's like, I want to travel every single month in the new year, that's a whole new pedal. How do I have to work differently so I can travel every month out of this new year? And then you draw another little blossom off of it, if you will, or petal off of it. How else are you going to stretch that comfort zone? I want to grow to 100 basic skincare customers, or I want to grow to 10 basic skincare customers, 25, 50, 100. I want to add 25 new skincare customers in 2026. What do you got to do differently than what you're doing right now? And that's another little pedal. And you keep adding those, and all of a sudden you see where you were at, and now your comfort zone's here. And then you add to it, and your comfort zone's here. And you add to it, and your comfort zone's here. And pretty soon it's like, whoa, look at how far I've come. But it all started because you looked at this one and you said, I want more than just this. I want this. I want this. I can have this. It keeps you growing. That makes sense?
Yeah, I like
Yeah.
the visual of that. Thanks.
Mm-hmm. All right. So congratulations, ladies. You are the tops of the tops. You are here. You are on board. You are making things happen. And I could not be more proud to be your leader. I love leading each and every one of you. I love our conversations. I love watching you grow and learn and become and do and go, oh, I made phone calls. Yay! That's exciting. So how did you sell last week? What were your total sales? If you open your door for business, we want to cheer you on. I have my red pom-pom here. Red, 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 red. All right, if you sold 100 or more last week, woo! Congratulations. Congrats, Vicki. You sold product last week. I know you did. Right? You sold
No.
0 last week? I
Zero.
cannot believe that. I can't believe that. I think that's not correct. So,
My sale came yesterday, so that's,
all right. All right. All right. All right. You know what? You can't be a top consultant if you never had a $0 week, right?
That's right.
I should be way up there then.
Yes, $500 weeks all the time. Nikki
Yeah.
had,
Don't.
she had
Yeah.
one $0 week. Okay. I love you, Vicky. All
Okay,
right.
I'll
if you-
cheer on the rest of them now that you know I don't have one.
We're all cheering each other on. All right. We should have a sale, an item sold challenge. That'd be kind of fun. Let's have teams. All righty. Anyway, we'll keep going. I diverge. If you sold $200 or more last week, congratulations.
Yay.
If you sold $250, congratulations, Marilee. How did your orders come in?
Mine were really just, generally preferred customers, but also from my 12 days. So some things came that way, and
Awesome.
just the regular, just natural things coming in when you have that customer base. So yeah.
Yep. For sure. So 12 days of Christmas, you've got your December birthdays, you've got gift giving ideas, taking products with you wherever you're going so people can
Yeah.
see things. Yeah, it's great. Congratulations on that.
Thank you.
$300 week. Yay, Darla. Woo! $400 week, Darla. $500 week. Woo! $600 week. $700 week. $800 week. $900 week. Woo! Congratulations. What did you do?
860.
All right.
860.
Woo!
Woo!
Yay.
$430 in profit. How exciting. Oh my goodness. So tell everybody about it. How did you do it? So if you had 860 last week, you want more than $1,000 bonus.
Well,
Yeah, no,
Seriously.
I
profit
know.
is
Well,
what
I'm just
I
saying, when she threw
Oh.
1,000, I was like,
Profit.
profit is what I'm really looking
No, I'm
Oh.
like,
Yeah. Yeah.
1,000 profit. Okay.
profit. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. I'm glad I'm clear on this now. I'm like, you only want to sell another 140 this month? I love you.
I had a couple people, call me. Well, people called me that couldn't make my open house.
Yeah.
I had a customer call me with her she calls me every year to tell me what she wants, and then tells me to call her husband to set up a time to deliver it to him.
I love it.
Yeah.
Might as well
And
get what you
so-
want.
Yes, exactly. So then I call him and I say, Lee, I have your Santa order ready. When should I bring my red sleigh over? And he always laughs. And so then we set up a time when she's not going to be home. And then I always
Aw.
throw some extra stuff in there because she, likes it. And
so cute.
she always orders different things,
I love it.
Yeah. And then I had a woman out of the blue found me on Facebook, and she wanted satin lips for her daughter for Christmas.
Nice.
And she was from the Dells. She went on, not on Facebook, she went onto the Mary Kay website
Okay.
and saw my face and thought I looked like a nice person.
Aww.
And it's surprising if you go on and you type in your zip code and you look at the number of people that don't have pictures. There's a flower there or something at random.
Yeah.
And so I said, well, I can come up to the Dells tomorrow. Oh, no, my husband and I are coming to Bear Boots Nate for dinner. So she stopped by and I sold her one of the gift sets that I had set up for the put a bow on it.
Wow.
Yeah, and she loved it. So I gave her a little goodie bag of samples for herself with my business card and a $10 gift certificate for a free facial.
Woo. There you go. Right there.
Yeah.
Congratulations. Isn't that fun? New clients, new clients, new clients, new people. It is so much fun. New sales. I don't know. Can we ever get a better company? No. Mary
No.
Kay is the best out there. Can you have more flexibility than what we have? No.
No.
Do you have to work though to have this?
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. But oh my gosh, what joy I hear out of every single one of you for being able to take care of people, hand creams from the heart to new clients to, taking great care of seasoned clients on our preferred customer program. We are blessed so much. So, yay. All right. Preferred customer program ends when?
Thursday.
Thursday.
Thursday. And we are on it, right?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah,
Next Monday is the 15th, which is the end of what?
A quarter.
quarter.
Our
Order.
quarter. Stars. Okay. And we will be in Portage next Monday night. Okay. So we're going to have a fun night there. We're going to do a beauty bar. We'll do some bingo, and have some fun prizes. So, hey, I'm excited. We'll see y'all there.
Great.
Have a great night. Thanks.
Yeah.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.